Hello and welcome in part 2 of designing a more advanced homepage for our application. In part 1, we've created the layout for our homepage. It includes a header that allows us to use a nice hero image. In the second part, we are going to fill the header spacing, making sure that we get a real good idea of what our homepage is going to look like and get that really awesome effect using different kind of boxes and layouts or layout options. And well, in the last video, we are going to fill in the homepage with the directions to the cards that we have created in our Essential Path homepage or in the homepage that you currently have, meaning navigational options to your project page, to your task page, to your account page, etc. So let's dive into filling our hero header area. To get started from here, to fill the hero header area, we're going to work with these three boxes and some of the options containing those three boxes. So let's start first with the middle segment. I am going to put a column in the middle segment, and as you can see, the background has turned blue. If that is not the case for you, then make sure to select the hero header box. I'm going to the options for the hero header box, and I'm going to the background, and this should say primary. Then the column and boxes by nature should say transparent. So if you drag a column in, then the area around the column is transparent and therefore will show the blue background for our hero header segment. So I'm going to drag a title component in the middle. So there we go, saying something like welcome, or in your case, write down welcome your name, welcome user, etc. Seeing title 3, I'm gonna look at title 2, 3. Yeah, looks all right with me. But I'm already running into my first pickle, and that is that I don't specifically like the font that we have got going on right now. So I'm going to dive into showing you how we can grab a new font. So first things first, getting fonts is a wild search on the internet, and I'm using Google Fonts. It offers a lot of free fonts. Maybe your company's UI UX team or any designer around you has a wonderful font package. I have been looking for the Poppins font because I really like the way that it looks. I have gotten the Medium 500, clicked on it, and just downloaded the Medium 500 package. And well, once you have got that, we can dive into the theme builder. And well, here we have all the options, and we can add a font. So I'm going to add a font, Poppins, and I am going to grab the Poppins medium font. It immediately adds the font name, press save. And here you can see Roboto, the general font that we have within the platform, and Poppins. You can also see a little bit of how it's different, and I can see, well, I've imported the medium font, and now for the typography, I can set all the fonts to what I want. So I'm going to do a change for this, title 1, Poppins. Everything is going to be set to Poppins. If you feel like you want to play around with multiple fonts, different kind of fonts, feel free to do so. That's all up to you, of course. For the body, I'm going to change the fonts to Poppins 2, and with the body, just a quick thing for, well, it looking nice on your phone. Make sure that all the sizes are equal. In general, your phone has a smaller screen than your monitor, but the text doesn't necessarily need to be smaller. This is something that I just prefer to do, so I'm putting everything up to 16. For body 1, and for body 2, I'm putting everything up to 14. You can do the same with titles, but you know, it's playing around, up to how you like that. Now we've changed this, press save and apply. I'm going back to the page, and it already looks a bit neater. I am going to dive into the styling, and I'm going to change the text to white. Let's have a look. Theme weight. Yeah, no, I'm just leaving it up to what the theme weight is. now that we have got a text that is nice, neatly aligned with our navigation bar, we're going to make these boxes transparent too. And normally you'd think, okay, let's look at the background, but because it's a box that doesn't have any or input on its own yet, like no text field or no components in them, we have to go to the styling option of the box. Here we have to press transparent, and as you can see, the neat animation turns it into the blue that we see in the background. So this is where a little bit of precision of craftsmanship comes in play. And here I'm going to look at the width of the box. Well, initially we've set this to, need to look at styling. There it is. Bunch of options to scroll through. This is where you want to look at the viewport height of the box. I'm pretty all right with the width. The total of these 3 boxes is still a 30. However, I want everything in total to be 30, or at least a little bit closer together. And we have the little blue border underneath our navigation bar. So the box that we have at the top, I'm going to just get that lower a little bit. Then let's have a look for the upper box. For the lower box, we can say, you know, we can tone this down a little bit, and there we go. And now it looks neat. It doesn't take up too much space, but it feels better. This is all up to what your designer, what your designer eye says, and if your heart is content with what you see on your page. So let's have a look. We've got that. From the middle box that we have over here, so I'm scrolling through the middle box, I am going to be removing the initial height that we've put on there. So just press height to 0 and let's have a look. The bottom box can use a little, like 1. I'm just going to put it back to 10. There we go. We got the upper box set to 8 VH. I've removed the middle box's height requirements because it has the text in the column inside right now. And then the bottom box is set to 10% viewport height. It looks like a nice header. It also all feels like it is becoming one piece. However, as we know from building it ourselves, it is all multiple components, but it looks like one neat item. So what we are going to do is, before going into the real wow effect of this hero image, if you feel like you want a little more, we can also do a subtext. So I'm going to add a subtext saying, just written a little bit of a subtext. I do like the body 2 versus the 1. The 1 is just a little bigger. The 2 pops off nice versus the title 3. So this is all about the size of the letters. If you feel like you don't want the text to go all the way across to the left hand side, you can set the column width, so not the text, but go to its parent, the column. And we can set it to something like 8, for example, so that it does not take up the entire width of the space. And as we might know, the grid size of the width of your space is 12. We're now going for a width of 8, meaning that there is a width of 4 left. It will always take this size on at least monitors and on tablets. On the regular tablets and on your mobile phone, it will just take up the entire width that is possible. But for now, I feel like this is a neatly aligned way of configuring your page. So, but the cool thing about that hero header is that what we can do is we can set a background for this entire area that we've used. And this is the reason why we have set these 3 boxes, or the 4 boxes even, separately in this one header box. So what I've done in public files, I've also added an abstract background. So let me just copy the link. And what the abstract background is, it's basically a header image. So I'm just opening up Google on what a header image is, and it's basically the big, very wide images that you see on certain websites. So look up something that matches your style, maybe something bluish to align with where I'm going. Make sure that the resolution is a little bit nice. So look at the images that you can see in Google, or maybe something your design or a colleague will be able to provide for you. And grab the background, upload it into your public files, grab the link, and let's go back to our homepage design. And I'm navigating to the hero header box, and this is where I'm going to the background. And this is where I'm going to drop the URL. And as you can see, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good to me. So just to make sure, if I were to compile right now, you can see something happening. There you go. You can see that it does not use the entire width. So to make sure that changes, we can go to the background option and we can say cover. And right now, oh, I think I used that on the wrong one. So let's make sure I select the hero image. There we go. Press cover. And now if we'd open up our page, as you can see, it looks pretty neat. We have a nice background. We have the buttons popping up without any button areas around it. It's just flat text. We have the homepage, we have the welcome text, and that is the filling of our hero header segment. In the next and the last video, we are going to add some cards that will navigate us to the final segments of our application, and it will be an amazing setup for a pretty looking homepage, and use these design options for your boxes, for example, for transparency, for looking through the background of a box to see this awesome hero header image on your other pages too. See you in the last video.